Hi, I'm Neil Bruington, your instructor for the digital imaging class with Photoshop. In this series, you will learn and apply techniques necessary for effective image editing, creative techniques and color manipulation suitable for the digital imaging industry. Becoming a more effective user of the software allows you to focus on the design aspects of the project and not being constrained by your technical knowledge. Basic techniques will expand your creative potential, providing you with the knowledge to create and design what you envision and allowing you to develop and enhance your design options. Knowledge and experience are two important keys to creativity. The more experience from which you can draw, the greater potential for a future in the visual communications. Each week you will have a new topic to explore and projects to complete. At the end of some of the modules, we will have interviews with people who use Photoshop in a commercial environment. This is going to be so much fun. Let's look at the screen for a moment, because what I'd like to do is to give you some examples of work that have been done in past classes. Now, I'm in Adobe Bridge, and I would like for you to kind of get familiar with Adobe Bridge, because that's what you're going to use to access your files. So Adobe Bridge is kind of the hub of the Adobe suite, and this is what you're going to use to be able to preview the items that you're going to use for the content of the editing that you may be approaching in the various sessions that we have. So what you see here then is the window for the folder that I want you to look at, and I'm going to actually use a feature within this under View that is called Slideshow. And we're going to make sure that we can find Slideshow in the drop-down menu, and then it will launch that for us. So let me talk a little bit about each one of these. This one was done by Justin Tillman, a former student, and it is kind of a downhill luge skateboard type of poster. So we'd call this probably an image composite. So we've taken, and you can see the road that has been included in here. You can see the luge individual coming down, the inclusion of some clouds to give you a little bit of tying together of the high point and low point that this person is traversing. You can see too that the chatter that you would have coming down is kind of expressed and emphasized here in the border around the outside. This next one is a image composite. That is, Melinda Grant, the student who did this, went down and photographed in Mission Valley here in San Diego the exchanging area on the freeways, and in essence these then are concrete structures. And what you can see has been done then is that they've taken murals from around the county of San Diego, and she has done what is called displacement maps. And she has mapped those murals into the contour of the bridges on the freeway as they interchange within the image. And it gives it really quite an effective look. Now, not everything has to be color and vibrant. Monotone can go a long way to be able to get your message across. This one was done by Phyllis Selmer, and these were actually very diverse images. The palm trees were colored, the skateboarder was colored, and then she brought in some repetition and rhythm with the lines, and then changed it all to a monotone or single color image. This image was done by Cynthia Hamada, and this is actually a restoration project where she restored the image and then she hand painted the image digitally within Photoshop to enhance some of the areas and give it more visual impact. And it really is a very nice job on both of those images. This one was done by Erin Contour. It's a magazine cover that she put together, and it is kind of fun with the typography that she's used. And she has put together the images. The plane obviously didn't come with the eagle in it to begin with. She married that to some mountain images in the background to give it that aerial type of look, and then some typography to be able to set that off. Now, here is an image that was done by Jane Newcomb, and this then also is an image composite where she has brought people into an environment in a meadow and then put a frame around that. So she's brought several images together to be able to enhance this quality of this image. This one was done by Jim Hawks, and this is in essence what is called a bump map. And you'll notice what happens is in a bump map, and we'll do one a little bit later in kind of a demonstration file that we're going to use, and we'll show you how to bring that texture that you see here that is almost like a fresco into the image and gives you some hard edge lines. Now, this isn't necessarily the end piece. Maybe it could be used as an overlay with some other, with the same image to enhance that. This one was done by Natalie O'Hara, and this is a poster that she did and brought several images together in kind of a collage to emphasize movement, motion, and dancing on the music. This was done by Randy Swan. This is in New Orleans, and bringing in the grittiness and the hominess of this, not only with the lighting that was used in post-editing, but also the grain that was imposed in the post-editing of this image. A lot of things you can do post-editing, especially when you have a consumer-level camera, and you may not capture all those kinds of details or emphasis that you want in particular areas. This is a pano, and in this version of Photoshop, doing panos is just an amazing situation that it's able to put together. So here's a side-by-side on a photo restoration, and we will do some photo restoration. So you see on the left-hand side the original and then the enhanced version on the right-hand side, and you can see that it can be very effective. So here we have what I was just talking about. On the left-hand side we have an image that is captured with a point-and-shoot camera, a good composition, but it doesn't have some of those qualities that you would like it to possess. So if you'll look at the back, at the right-hand side of this, you'll notice that it has been post-edited, and the saturation has been increased, the color balance has been corrected. You can notice there's some color cast here, that's no longer here. And overall image quality has been improved, and it really gives it more of an essence of what was going on. Now this is done by Ronnie Anderson, and this is a image composite where she's brought together about 6 or 7 images. The planet up here, the sky, these buildings, this waterway, these lights, and these were added artificially here within Photoshop. The enhancement of the trees in the background really gives it an interesting little perspective to combine things together. This one was done by Steve Whalen, and this is also a pano, but he's used a little metaphor of he went out and shot the lifeguard towers and then put the images on the surface to give kind of an old drive-in kind of look to the image. This one was done by Tom Denny, and this is also a composite. So you see he has brought in and used the framework of the car, brought in the train on the tracks to add a little drama to it. Notice the police car here in the background area, and it really is quite effective. This has nothing to do with the class, but you can see you can put yourself anywhere. So here's my Vespa, and I put myself in Italy with my Vespa. So it's not necessary for you to have to travel all the time. You can actually, in Photoshop, create your areas. Now I'm going to go ahead, and I'm back in Bridge, and I'm going to navigate back because I want to open a file. Now you'll notice all the files that I have in this folder are here, and I'm going to double-click and open up the information that's here. Now I'm going to go ahead and close or collapse Bridge down, as I may want to go to that. And I'm going to close all my windows in the background because I want to be able to have as much room as I can and keep this as uncluttered as possible. Now, if you'll just kind of watch as I go through this, this is more of a demonstration than it is something for you to do, but if you would like to work along, you can. I'm going to start here with this composition. Here is my layers palette over here on the right-hand side, and this is the layer that I'm going to start with. And what I'm going to do is a series of different treatments to each of the layers within this composition as we go to kind of give you a sense of the use of layers and some of the versatility of the application. So I'm going to go down here to an adjustment layer. Now adjustment layers are something that you'll really want to get familiar with because These will offer you the ability to be able to do non-destructive editing. So I'm going to go ahead and change this to black and white, but I'm going to change it so it has a little bit of a tint to it, so it gives it kind of an old-time look. I'm going to increase the saturation of that just a little bit, but we want this to be primarily a background area. So this was an adjustment layer that we put on. Now I'm going to turn on the next one, and the next one I'm going to do what's called a filter. So I'm going to go up under filter, I'm going to go down to brush strokes. I could also go to filter gallery, which would offer me the whole arrangement of filters that might be available to me. Certainly Photoshop comes with a myriad of filters that can be used, and you can preview these within those areas. I'm not going to spend a great deal of time, but I'm going to go ahead and take ink outlines and go ahead and click OK. So here on this then we have imposed a filter from the filter gallery. And down here we have the ability, since I made this a smart filter, to go back in and take a look at this so I can see that, and if I want to change it, I can. So there is then the feature to be able to make this what is called a smart filter, and that gives us the ability to be able to go back in and edit that when we want to. Now I'm going to go to the next image. I'm going to turn that on, and I'm going to zoom in a little closer on this so we can see it on the screen, because what we're going to do with this is do what's called a depth map. Now a depth map offers you the ability to control the focal depth of field of the image. So I'm going to go up here to filter again, and I'm going to go down to, let's see here. We want to find the one that says lens blur. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take this off, and let's go back to that depth map and see if that will give us the lens blur. And it doesn't, so let's do it a different way. I'm going to go ahead then and load the selection. Now the selection has already been pre-done. You'll notice here I have it labeled depth map. I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And then I'm going to go back up under blur, and I'm going to go to Gaussian blur. Now the Gaussian blur is a little severe as it first comes up, but what I want to do is bring emphasis to the food in the front. So I'm going to go ahead and change this so that it's just very subtle in this background area. And when I find something that I like as far as the amount of softening, I'm going to go ahead and click OK, and then I'm going to deselect. So you can see now what we have is a little bit of softening of the depth of field in the background, and that gives us the ability to be able to bring the focus to this front portion. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn on the next image, and we're going to use the spacebar to bring over the other areas in here, and I'm going to go ahead and turn off all these layers underneath. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the clone stamp to be able to paint this area. But first of all, what I need to do is identify it as a pattern. And I'm going to bring this over here. I'm going to go to the Edit menu that comes down. I'm going to define that area that I just selected as a pattern. You'll notice it comes up here. I'm going to leave it unnamed. And then what I'm going to do is go to my clone stamp. Now there's a clone stamp and a pattern stamp, and I'm going to use the pattern stamp. And then I'm also going to make sure on that pattern stamp that I have Impressionist selected. And then what I'm going to do is to make sure that I have what I just identified as my stamp. Now what I'm going to do is to paint this, but I'm going to do it using actually a brush up here that I selected, and you'll notice it's a little wild here to start with, and I'm going to do some of this impressionistic kind of movement here in the background and a little bit here in the foreground, since that's going to give me the ability to be able to kind of move back and forth. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the size of my brush, and we're going to bring that down so that when we paint with this, we will soften up that area, but we won't necessarily get it to the point where we don't recognize what's going on. So in this particular painting, if you use a smaller brush, it will preserve more of the detail of what you're doing. So you can go back and forth and continue to make your brush smaller. And I'm going to go here on my brush palette, and if I take that down and make it even smaller, then I can go in here and bring some detail back by going back over those areas. And I'm not going to spend a great deal of time with this because you can experiment, and we'll actually do a whole session on painting with these. But you can see that it gives you a little bit of an impressionistic look to what we're doing within this image. Certainly not anything you want to do for real, realism. Again, this is impressionistic. I'm going to bring the size of this brush up, just finish off a few of those things along the top up there, and then we're going to move on. I'm going to deselect. I'm going to go ahead and zoom down just a little bit, and we're going to turn on some of these background areas that we have shut off as we went along, just for clarity purposes. Okay, so I'm going to go here to the bump map, which is the next one that we'll do. And again, I'm just showing you some things you can do within Photoshop. So by selecting this layer, we've highlighted this, and what we're going to do with this layer is we're going to impose a bump map, and in essence we're going to add some texture to this. And I think you saw that in that image that Jim Hawks did. I'm going to go to Filter, and we're going to render this, and we're going to go to Lighting Effects. Now I can see my image here. It's not real large, but I'm going to bring it in here a little closer so you can see that image. It's a little too bright, so I'm going to bring the light back. I'm going to go ahead and use one of my channels that I have, and we're going to do that. Now it looks pretty severe. I'm going to bring that in just a little more so you can see it, and it does really give you that embossed, layered look. And I'm going to go back here to Fade Lighting Effects, which allows me to give it a little less of the effect of the filter. So I can, in essence, post-edit that look just a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is to cruise up here to the top, and we're going to look at these blend modes. Now, blend modes offer you the ability to be able to add interrelationships between images. So let's start out with the bottom one here. You'll notice that we have some images just stacked on top of each other. And I'm going to go ahead and go to Hard Light to start with. And then from Hard Light, we're going to go to the next one, and we're going to make that Hue. And then we're going to go to the next one and make that one Vivid Light. And you'll notice that we take on a whole new look down here on the side when we do that. So that kind of gives you an idea of some of the things that we can do in Photoshop. Now, I'm going to go ahead and turn on Welcome to Digital Imaging with Photoshop, but I'm also going to do a little bit of movement here on my depth map. Let's go down here just a little more, and I will get rid of this large palette here as we go along. And I'm going to start here with this one, and we're going to go ahead and put a drop shadow on it. And that drop shadow we want to look at and just see if it fits our needs. And we're going to go ahead and move it to the side just a little bit, and we're going to make it softer, and we're going to increase its size. And I'm going to click OK. Then I'm just going to go ahead and hold down, since we have this now, hold down my Option key, and we're just going to move this up so we apply it to the other areas that we went to up here. So that gives you a good idea. I'm going to go ahead and collapse this so you can kind of see, the items that we did. And we're going to go ahead and tab out of that so you can see the whole image. So that's kind of gives you an idea about things you can do in Photoshop. Here is Jen Martino from Project X Media to give us some examples of how they use Photoshop for design of websites. Hi, we are so fortunate this morning to have Jen Martino from Project X Media in San Diego. And Jen is here to tell us a little bit about her company and how she uses Photoshop. Jen?
Hi, Neil. Thank you very much. As Neil said, I'm the owner and creative director of Project X Media, and we do brand strategy and creative services, which really what that translates to is we are a one-stop shop for anything that is logo, corporate identity packages, website design, space design, and broadcast. So we're a one-stop shop, and the brand strategy comes in with really figuring out what our clients need and making sure that's translated in any single customer touch point that their customers will come in contact with. So if it's online, if it's on a brochure, that wherever your customer's coming into contact with, it looks like the same company. It's very cohesive and unified, and what the message is saying is just paramount to what we're doing.
So when they look at it, they know it's all part of the same unit.
That's right. That's exactly it.
Okay.
So,
let's go ahead and show us a little bit what you do to prep a website.
okay. We use Photoshop in so many different ways. Like I mentioned, since we do print and design and broadcast, we're using Photoshop across all different types of media. I wanted to show you guys a little bit about the website part of it, as we do and design all of our websites online. Let me pull it up here in Photoshop, which would be here somewhere. Photoshop. My icons are a little different. Okay. So here is a web page that we've designed, and it's very clear and layered so that when a programmer is going to be able to take this Photoshop file and cleanly cut it apart so that it is a really effective website. So if I were to turn off the layers, you'll see that there's just a background. I think if I push tab, you will get rid of all these palettes. Everything is cleanly in folders here. We've got the bottom navigation bar here. The center field, this is a standard for the home page. And then we've got this left navigation, so we can turn that on and off. And within this folder here, we've got all the different layers to showing, okay, here's the search bar, the imagery that we can turn on and off, which shows where that is. So if you wanted to switch the imagery, we can do that. There's our search button.
And while you're navigating here, I want to point out how well organized your layers are.
That's right.
In those layer groups, and how they're labeled.
That's
so many people, when they first start out in Photoshop, it goes unlabeled, and then
Yes.
they do a search
That's
to
right.
find everything. So it really does help.
It
in a
does
workflow.
take, it's exactly right. If you're starting to work on this design, if you wanted to create a new layer and you would click on this, it just says layer 17. If you keep building a website and you've got layer 15, layer 18, layer 20, all of a sudden you have no idea which layer your logo is sitting on, and if you need to go and make a change, it becomes very cumbersome. So if you're,
It's hide and seek.
It's hide and seek. So if you are labeled, it's going to be so efficient, because if the client comes back and has a change, you can easily go in and say, okay, I'm in the left bar, and I label them very simple. I mean, there's nothing scientific about how I label. It's bottom bar, center field, left bar. We've got the top navigation here, and everything's on layers so that it can be edited. And then also we designed the drop-down menu on the left here, so you can see how that would act, and you can change those. So that is how we set up our files, so that we have a really nice layered and very clean design, so that when we hand our files over to a programmer, there's no question as to where things are.
And where they need to appear on
And
the
where
screen.
they need, that's exactly right.
I mean, it looks like a finished page, and it is. And it looks like when it would come up on the internet, it already shows you the navigation. It's almost intuitive.
That's exactly
with the way
right.
that it's organized.
I have one other file I was going to show you guys, and that is we have a company that does spinal implants, but they have products that come out so fast that sometimes they are not quite ready to be in the brochure. So what they do is they say, here's our implant thing that we're going to be doing. Now drop our logo in on it. So this was a very in the layer, we dropped we dropped the logo in and adjust the transparency and skew it a bit so that it fits perspective, the right perspective on this product, and then this looks like the final product. So that happens a lot in design. They're ready to start marketing, but it's not quite finished. The logo's not quite on the product, so that's where design comes in, and Photoshop really helps.
Well, and you were mentioning before we went on the air too that you had a client who had a parking booth and couldn't visualize how that would
That's
appear in the lot in its own environment, and Photoshop is great for prototyping
Exactly.
things so that you can see them and visualize them, because a lot of people can talk about a concept but they can't visualize it.
Right.
And so Photoshop gives you that opportunity to work up those types of things.
Definitely. I did put that on there if you wanted to take a look. But,
Sure.
okay. We've got it right here. But that's exactly right. This client came out and said, we can't visualize what this is going to look like, so we're on the desktop. Okay, desktop. Pick some booth. Here we go. We've got this parking booth. We started with this. And it says, well, okay, we've got it. They give us photos and say, well, it kind of looks like this and it kind of looks like this, and if you could merge them together, change the colors and put it in a different setting, that's what we want. So we do a lot of Photoshop magic. We start with the background. I start pulling out colors. I added a different type of roof. So I find a Spanish tile type of roof. We add that, we change the colors. Say, okay, we can have a Spanish tile roof or we can have a flat tiled roof.
I like the metal roof better.
Yes. And we're going to add a background. We'll have a different kind of parking lot. We're going to add a drop shadow underneath and have it have a little bit more weight underneath here. So they were saying, oh, now I can picture this booth. So it started from something like this to something like this.
A great improvement and a great composite
Thank you.
done in Photoshop. Jen, thanks so much. I appreciate it. Wonderful work, and best of luck on everything.
Thank you very much.
Goodbye now. We'll see you later. We want to thank Jen so much for that insight into design of websites, a little bit about how they prototype images within their business, and the kinds of things that Project X Media does. And we're looking forward to seeing a lot of the other areas they're going to be presented at the end of some of these modules. So look forward to working with you this whole semester. Glad to have you, and we'll see you later.